Hello everybody, it's Bill Slocum, and this introduction to ArcGIS Online for the National Park Service is going to go over how to request and activate your account. Now, a few disclaimers here. Neither the National Park Service nor NC State University endorses or recommends any products, processes, or services, and this material may not be used for advertising or product endorsement purposes. It's only intended for educational purposes. And neither the U.S. government nor NC State University warrants or assumes any legal liability or responsibility for the accuracy, completeness, or usefulness of any information, apparatus, product, or processes disclosed. So, how do you go about requesting and accessing your account? Well, the easiest thing to do is to just simply, through your email, request that account. And then when you get an invitation, you'll log into the AGOL account. And once you have access to that, you'll fill out a profile, which you can see I've kind of got one here in this slide. So, let's just get started. So, how do you request an account? Well, you can email one of three people, and each of these three folks work with the National Park Service. Nigel Shaw out of the Boston, and Roland Duhane, who works at the University of Rhode Island, and myself down at NC State University. We all have the ability to create an account for you and notify you that that account has been created. So just send an email to Nigel_Shaw at nps.gov, or if you prefer to send one to Roland, feel free to send one to Roland at edc.uri.edu, or you can send one to me, Slocum at ncsu.edu. Now, we have a few things that we request you do. In the subject line of your email, please indicate NPS ArcGIS account request. That way we know what the email is about and we can hop on it just as soon as we get it. And in the body of your email, please include National Park Service email address, such as john_smith at nps.gov. And once we get that email, we'll create your account and you'll actually get an invitation. So, how do you do all of this? Well, here you can see I've just created an email. I'm going to send it to Nigel with the subject line of NPS ArcGIS account request. And, hey, Nigel, please create an account for me. My NPS email address is bill_slocum at partner.nps.gov. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because this is my NPS account, and it will be my organizational account will be tied to that. Okay, and then once Nigel has received that, she will go ahead, or Roland or myself will go ahead and go into the ArcGIS Online application, create an account, and then you will eventually be sent an email. Let's just expand that. And this is an email that's auto-generated based on the account provisioning that either Roland, Nigel, or I have done for you. And so this is something that you cannot respond to. It'll just go out there and live in space. But in here you'll notice that you have a link, and it's, please click this link to finish setting up your account and establishing your password. We haven't established a password for you. You'll have to do that, and I'll give you some pointers of that because it is kind of temperamental. And you'll notice that the account has been created, and I have a username. This is the username that has been supplied to me, and that is how I will access my NPS ArcGIS Online for Organizations account. Now, I've had some questions about this, and this is not tied to your National Park Service Active Directory account. So when you log into your computer, you have to specify your Park Service name and your password, or when you go into your Park Service email, which I'm in here, I do not supply that same password. These are independent platforms. So you want to create a password that's easy to remember for you when you do that. So let's just go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and click on this link. And you can see that I'm taken to the National Park Service site, and what I need to do now is I need to set a password. Now, I recommend creating a password that has at least 8 characters, a couple of special characters, or at least one special character, and a number. All right, my password that I have is going to have 11 characters in it, and I'm going to re-enter that password. Alright, and this is a security question. This just helps with if you forget the password, how you can reset it, things of that nature. And you'll see there's a lot more choices for you. And since this is a secret password for me, I do not want to show you anything special. So what is your dream job? The answer is this one. Alright. But you can see that there's a large list in there, and please choose something that you remember. I've made the mistake of forgetting some of my answers sometimes. And now I'm simply going to sign in. Well, like I said, you better create a password that you can remember. Let's try again. And click sign in. Alright, now you're presented with a little dialog box that says any items you create will become part of the organization's content and can be modified or deleted by the administrator. Now, there are reasons we have administrators, but typically nobody's going to go in and delete your stuff. Also, your account will be managed by the administrator, who may reset your password, change your email address, and determine access to My Esri and community forums and things. Don't worry about that right now. And if you leave this organization, the account you sign in with may be removed from ArcGIS Online. Now, there are some protocols put in place by the ArcGIS Online administrators that look at how often you log into your system. So once you get your account email, please do go ahead, sign in, and set your password. We'll click OK. The computer's going to think, it's going to go out there, and now I am at my profile. There are some things that you need to do here. The first thing you need to do is you need to create a little bit of bio about yourself. So I'm going to edit the profile. And you'll see you've got your first name and your last name, and those were created based on the email that you sent. So, we've got your Park Service, we've got your first name and your last name. And in your bio, the first thing I want you to do is to put in your park acronym. I happen to be affiliated with the regional office, so I would say NERO. And then comma, NER for Northeast Region. Now, if you're up in Acadia, you may be ACAD, comma, NERO, or NER for Northeast Region. Or if you're at Petersburg, put in Pete, whatever your park acronym is, comma, NER. And then put in a little bit about yourself. So if I'm going to put in NERO, NER, I work at NC State University, the home of the Wolfpack, and support the Northeast region in all aspects of GIS. Alright, there's a few other things. You can change your answer here if you want to. You can change your password. Who can see your profile? Please leave this at the organizational level. That's so the AGOL administrators can keep track of the software and the seats and all that. And if this is not already set, just set it to English and units or US standard, and leave the rest as it is. And I'm going to click Save. Alright, and that's it. I have now activated my account. I have filled in my bio, and if you want to put a picture in, I'm sorry, I should have gone over that. Just, click to change the thumbnail, and you can upload an image of yourself if that's what you choose to do, or some kind of picture, things like that. I'm just going to get canceled because I don't have anything handy right now. All right, and save that, and now you'll see that my profile is set, and that's all you have to do. So just send an email to Roland or Nigel or myself, and we will get you set up in ArcGIS Online. All right, thanks a lot. I hope you enjoyed.